Good morning and welcome to the BNN Show. I'm your host, Mr. Chapman. Today is Wednesday, March 20th, 2024. Our show for today is spotlighting our Bayhawk of the Quarter tournament, where the students vote for their Bayhawk Teacher of the Quarter. Round 1 matchups have concluded, and Round 2 will take place Thursday and Friday. Now let's take a look at our Round 2 matchups. First up, we have Mr. Bull versus Mr. ACAB. Senior J versus Mrs. Conrad. Mr. DePraw versus Ms. Rohde. Mr. Schweiger versus Mr. Patterson. Mr. Goodnight versus Ms. Fuller. Ms. Carter versus Mr. Romano. Mr. Lindsay versus Ms. Maddox. Ms. Kay versus Ms. Dyke. Mr. Durazio versus Ms. Ensenat. Mrs. Moore versus Ms. Shires. Mr. Ashcraft versus Ms. Houston. Mr. Charles versus Mr. Fleming. Mrs. E versus Mr. Rothwell. Ms. Solorzano versus Mrs. Funkhauser. Ms. Peck versus Ms. Tata. And finally, Mr. Scalise versus Ms. Andrusik. Again, these Round 2 matchups will take place Thursday and Friday. Your math teachers will have the link. As well, it'll be posted to the CHS Hub. I've been Mr. Chapman. Have a great day, Chesapeake.